First for the Trojans.
Well, good evening, everybody, from Line Mountain High School. Tonight, the Trojans have traveled over here to take on those 4-1 Line Mountain Eagles in a Tri-Valley and Twin Valley League matchup tonight that should bring a winner out of this and could be the league winner this year, maybe even in both leagues, because both teams at 4-1 and both teams looking for a big victory here tonight. The Eagles are able to put an awful lot of points on the board as they have run up some very large scores this year against some of their adversaries. And the Trojans have been very effective 4 out of 5 tries. The only loss coming, of course, at Shenandoah Valley. But other than that, have done well in the league also. So tonight, the Trojans coming off that victory last week at Millersburg, where they played a pretty darn good ball game, and the defense has played well all year. And the Trojans, as you see, have won the toss, and they have elected to defer until the second half. So the Trojans will come out in a defensive posture, kicking off to the Line Mountain Eagles here as we get set for the opening kick of tonight's ball game. So should be an interesting game, to say the least. We got to be able to hold some of their big runners down out here, as they have one heck of a potent offense, does the Lion Mountain Eagles. And so Trojans will have their hands full, as will the Eagles, we hope, with our Trojan offense. So it was Mace, Motter, and Stinscombe out there as co-captains for UD tonight, and we will pick up the Lion Mountain Eagle ball players as we go along. So we'll be set with the opening kickoff here on a beautiful night for football. A little cool, slight breeze blowing across the field from the Trojan side to the near side over here, but otherwise I don't believe it'll make much of a difference in the passing game. The field is obviously going to be a little bit slippery at some points, because we have had finally a pretty decent soaking rain over the last couple of days, but later on this afternoon, around 5, 6 o'clock, it started to break up, but it is a very, very nice evening here for football. So we'll be ready with the Trojan opening kickoff here in just one moment. Nick Huffman has it teed up for UD, and we're set with the opening kick of this ball game. Again, we must contend with the power pole, the light pole over here in front of us, and that will be a problem now and then. But for now, here's Nick's kick. It's going to be taken here at the 18-yard line. And ahead, he'll move it all the way out to the 35-yard line, where he is finally tackled in there. Trojans gang up on him out there. Campbell, one of the tacklers out there for UD, along with Bauer. And number 21, Clint Buffington, also making the stop out there for UDA. So 1st and 10 now for Line Mountain as they go on offense to begin the ball game at their own 36-yard line. Oh, we'll see what happens on a 1st and 10 play. First man through there is number 28, and he's going to be dragged down after a gain of about 2 or 3. Henninger with the run that time, tackled in there by number 16 for UD. Hunter, number 16 for UD, making the stop in there. Gain of 3 on the play, 2nd down and 7. Quarterback has it. He's going to try the side over there. They'll pitch it back over here for 32. The ball is loose, picked up over there by UDA, and this is going to be picked up by Samansky. Jeremiah Samansky picks it up and returns it to the 26 or 7-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for UDA on the 26-yard line of Line Mountain. So a big break early in the ball game here now for UD as they took the fumble. The pitch was back to number 32 of the Line Mountain Eagles, and he couldn't quite handle that one, and Samansky right there to pick it up. 1st and 10. Buffington at quarterback. Sends Shell in motion over the left side. Handoff over there is to number 32, Motter, and Motter got nothing out of that as he is hit almost immediately. So nothing going on that one. So it'll be 2nd down and loss of a yard in the play, 2nd and 11. 1st and 10, Line Mountain now. The ball on their own 25-yard line as the Trojans weren't able to convert the 4th down play. Quarterback still has it. He's looking to throw. Fires one down the side over here. It is complete and going to be bounced out of bounds over here is number 12 Marquette to the 41-yard line, a gain of about 20 or about 16 yards on that pass play. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Line Mountain Eagles. Okay, let's see what happens here on a 1st and 10. Up the middle with it goes number 28, and he is going to gather himself in. Here is number 56, Mace, with a good stop that time. Dustin Mace making the stop.
Dustin Mace on the initial hit. It'll be 2nd and 7.
2nd down 7, gain of 3 on the play to the 44-yard line. 2nd and 7 coming up. Wenrick, the QB. He'll look down the left side. Fires one over that is complete, but hit immediately by Bauer is Straub. A gain of maybe a yard on the play, but Matt Bauer smelling that one out very nicely for UD. Hit him almost immediately. Not much on that play. Ball just shy of the 45-yard line. Now bring up a 3rd down and 7 for the Eagles. Playing almost in front of us now. On this 3rd down and 7, big play for the Line Mountain Eagle offense. Up the middle he goes. He'll keep it. He got the 1st down and more. Down into Trojan territory. Finally hit in there by number 22, Lautenschlager. But a nice run by Wenrick that time as he takes it all the way down to the 30-yard line of UDA, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles. 1st and 10 now for Line Mountain on the Trojan 30-yard line. Rolling right, looking to throw, fires one downfield. It is incomplete, intended for number 12 out there, Marquette, but throws high. Marquette could not handle that one. Will be 2nd down and 10. Okay, on a 2nd down and 10 from the 30-yard line of UDA. Wenrick has it this time. He's going to roll left, looking to throw it downfield. Fires one down there. Man is out there, but it's going to be incomplete. Again, intended for Marquette. Coverage out there by Lautenschlager. Bring up a 3rd and 10. Eagles break the huddle now on a 3rd and 10 coming up from the 30-yard line of UDA. 2 Wenrick passes have been incomplete, so we'll see what they do on a 3rd and 10. Again, Wenrick rolling to the right, looking, firing one over the middle. It is going to be incomplete. Coverage again by Lautenschlager out there, and this time Kratzer was the intended receiver. Covering up a 4th down and 10 now from the UDA 30-yard line. 4th down 10. Randall into the lineup in there for UD. Along with Motter. Okay, big 4th down play. Terry Gray 60 in there for UD also. 4th down 10 from the 30-yard line. Passing again, looking, firing one down the middle. It is incomplete. Oh, Straub was the intended receiver. Boy, oh boy, just off his fingertips, a little high. There is a flag on the play, however. And generally that indicates holding, and it is. Holding against the Line Mountain Eagles. This will obviously be declined, of course, so the Trojans will take over now. So the Trojans have held the Eagles on their own 30-yard line. And UDA will take over right there. 1st and 10 Upper Dauphin from their own 30-yard line. Okay, here we go on a 1st and 10 now as UDA will try to move it upfield, traveling east here at the ballpark. Handoff up the middle with it goes Stinscomb, I believe it was this time, and the big guy gets maybe a yard. As he is stopped in there by Corey Wren. Gain of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Very nice crowd on hand for tonight's ball game. The only game in the league this evening, and pretty good crowd here. It's also homecoming for the Eagles. 2nd and 8. Handoff this time is going to be to Motter, and he'll drive it out maybe to the line of scrimmage, and not much more than that. Maybe a yard on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 7. Trojans faced with a big 3rd down play now, a 3rd and 7 from their own 33-yard line. Again, Motter lines up as the running back. Whoa, wait a minute, something didn't look right on that play at all.
Quarterback draw, and that's about
I don't think that was a called play. I think that was a mistake. Fourth down coming up, a gain of a yard on that one. Be 4th and 6, and it'll be Nick Huffman in there to punt this ball away for UDA. So the Trojans have 4 and they're done. 3 and out, and Nick Huffman will punt the ball away. Nick will step up to about the 25-yard line to get this one off. Again, oh, no, he won't. The ball's going to be snapped all the way back here to the 6-yard line, and that's where he's going to be thrown down. There's going to be a flag on the play. The flag will be a face mask on Line Mountain, probably an inadvertent face mask, but nevertheless, a face mask will be the call back here. There was no doubt about that one, but a high snap from the UDA center that time. Chased Nick all the way back to the 6-yard line with it. Finally stopped at the 4, but there will be a penalty, and let's see when they put the penalty on here, I guess, from back where it is, and it will remain Eagle ball, I would think, but we'll see. They mark the ball back up to the 24-yard line. UD will be able to punt the ball away once again now after the penalty. So again, Huffman back to punt this ball. Another high snap. This is going to go all the way into the end zone, and that's going to be kicked out of there for a safety. And that's going to make it a 2-0 ball game. So now I'm not really sure who the snapper is out there, but at any rate, not doing too good so far. It's 2-0 Line Mountain with 5:53 remaining here in the first quarter. And UD will be punting to the Line Mountain Eagles. So, unfortunately for UD, it is a 2-0 ball game. The Eagles on top. And we will have to kick it now. He'll punt it from the 20-yard line of UDA. Here comes that kick, and it's going to be a low kick. Coming all the way down here through everybody. Picked up out here at the 30-yard line by number 3. And he is going to be tackled as he drags it back out to the 39-yard line, where the Trojans will stop him there. And it looked like Bam Bam Bats, number 24, might have been in on that tackle. Yes, it was. Kenny the Bammer Bats making the stop out there. Ball is at the 39-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 now for the Eagles on their own 39-yard line. Oh, Henrik setting him up, looking him over at the 39. He's got the handoff this time, the 28, and he'll dive all the way into the secondary, out to the 49-yard line of UD, enough for the first down. Gain of about 11 on the play. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Going to put 2 wideouts over in the near side of the field this time for the Eagles. And up the middle, they're going to try to go with it, but he is going to be racked up in there after a gain of maybe a yard or so. Tough yard that time as Motter converged on him along with Hunter and several other players out there. Grafe. Gain of a yard, 2nd and 9. One setback in the backfield for Line Mountain. And a QB still has it. Dumps it over the middle. It is complete to number 7 out there. Straub. Straub has the first down at the 35-yard line of UDA. 1st and 10. Quick hitter in there. Eric Motter with the stop for, or Tony Motter rather, with the stop for UD. And again, the Eagles threatening here at the 35-yard line of the Trojans. 1st and 10. Wenrick still has it. Rolls around to the right side behind the pole. And still on his feet. Down to the 20. Down to the 15. And down to the 10-yard line he goes. Finally stopped in there by UDA as catching up with him was Tony Motter. But it's 1st and 10 now, just outside the 10, maybe at the 11-yard line. Heck of a run that time by that Todd Wenrick after he took the ball. Somebody had a shot on him in the backfield, but couldn't really tell how close he got because of the pole here. At any rate, Wenrick all the way down to the 11-yard line where it's 1st and 10 now for the Eagles. 4 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. 2-0 Line Mountain looking to get 6 more. Wenrick again with it. He's going to run it down to the 8-yard line, maybe the 7. Stopped in there, as it looks like Brandel in on the stop that time for UD.
Stop made by
Szymanski and Brandel. The ball's down at the 8. It'll be second down and 8 from about the 8-yard line. The Eagles can get a first down without a touchdown by about a foot or so. So it's second and 8 from around the 8. Call it second and 7 from the 8. Again, the quarterback's got it, and this time he'll get tackled as he gets maybe down to the 8-yard line. Looks like it's going to be Dundee wrestler DJ in there making a stop on him, along with 60. Grave. Harry Grave combining with the Dundee wrestler at that time to make that stop. Third down and 8. No gain on that play. Ball still at the 8-yard line. Third down and a long 7 from the 8. Wenrick looks like he wants to throw. Dumps it over the middle. It is incomplete, intended for Straub out there. Defended nicely by Tony Motter along with the base out there. Bring up fourth down. 4th and 8 now. So the Line Mountain Eagles trying to figure out how they can get in here from 8 yards out.
Field goal.
And a 4th down play coming up. 4th down and 8. So the Trojans will have to tighten up the defense here for one more play. Wenrick at the QB spot. He's got it. He's rolling to the right. He's looking. Fires one in the end zone. Complete. Touchdown. Number 1 out there. Has it. He is in the end zone undefended out there. And so we've got a 8-0 ball game with an extra point try coming up now for the Line Mountain Eagles. Eagles on top, 8-0. Going to try for 1 or 2 more. Receptor on that pass play, the receiver. They're going to go for 2, trying to make it a 10-0 ball game. Send them in motion this way. Wenrick's got it, pitches it back over here, and they'll get 2 without trying. And so we've got a 10-0 ball game now. 2:51 remaining here in the first quarter. It's the Eagles 10, the UDA zip. Motter and Savage back to receive the kick for UDA now following that touchdown. And we'll see what we can do with this kick. Here it comes. It's going to be a low bounding kick picked up over here by Shell. Shell will take off over the right side with it, and Dave runs it out to about the 42-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles for the Trojans on their own 42-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line for UDA. Trojans need to get something going here now. If we can get on the board here before this quarter expires, would be nice. Buffington handing this one off over here. Szymanski tries to cut it upfield, but he's tackled out there on a low tackle by number 55 of the Eagles. 55, Josh Daniels picking him up, tripping him up after a gain of a yard. 2nd down 9. On a 2nd and 9 from the 44-yard line. Pass complete out here for Smith, and Smith will drag it down to the 41-yard line of the Eagles. Completed for about 15 yards on the play. First time they hit Josh Smith, and it is a first down now for the Trojans at the 41-yard line on Line Mountain. 1:43 left and the clock moving here in the first quarter. Smith will check out of the ball game now for Upper Dauphin. No, he's checking back in now. Shell's going to go out for UD. Motter will line up as the running back. Looking, dumping one down here. Man is out here. It is incomplete. A good effort made that time by Hunter. And just fell as an incompletion. Boy, oh boy, that was close though. And just about grabbed that one. 2nd down and 10. Stops the clock with 1:14 remaining here in the first quarter. 2nd down and 10 from the 41-yard line. Up the middle with it, dragging ahead for several yards goes Jason Stinscomb, picking up about 4. It'll be 3rd down and 6. Okay, on a 3rd and 6 now. UD trying to get back into things here now, trailing 10-0. Uh-oh, motion this time on the right side over here. And that'll cost them 5, perhaps, or we'll see. Third penalty brings it a 3rd and 11 now. Ball back to the 41-yard line of the Eagles. 3rd down and 11. 18 seconds remaining here in the first period. Clock is stopped with the penalty. Puffington looking to throw. He's going to dump a screen over there for Szymanski, but it's out of his reach. And it will be 4th down coming up now, and the Trojans will be forced to punt the ball. 4th down and 11. Punt. This time the snap is high, but handled pretty well. Punt goes down here to the 10-yard line, and that's where he's going to be smothered at about the 12-yard line. Tackled in there by number 3 of the Trojans. Savage, that's Jimmy Savage, number 3. And Hunter bringing him down. 1st and 10. Eagles on their own 12. Quarter came to an end with that last play, and we've got a 10-0 ball game at the end of 1/4 of the game. First quarter's over. So now we start period number 2. The Eagles have the ball, 1st and 10 on their own 12-yard line. The handoff is to 28, and he'll get all the way out here to the 20-yard line. Henninger with a good gain, picking up about 8 before he stopped out there. As Motter and Mace making the stop. Hunter also in there. 2nd and 2 now for the Eagles. 2nd and 2 from the 20-yard line of the Lion Mountain Eagles. Rick hands this one off and still has it. No, he didn't hand it off. He still got it. Going around the right side over here, and he's going to get all the way down. Let's see, out of bounds he goes with it at about the 42-yard line. So some not such good tackling out there that time by UD. They left him get loose several times, and he is a powerful runner. Good athlete. Gets it out to the 43-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 now for the Eagles on their own 43-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 43, the pole on the left side of your screen. Up the middle with it, number 28, bounces off several tackles, bounces off another tackle, still on his feet, turns it around the side over here, changes hands with the football, and is finally driven out. But boy, can you see that missed tackling there? Wow. Henninger, I guess it is, and what a fine run that time by that young fella. Hit several times, and finally Szymanski coming up to make the stop on him, but another big gain down to the 32-yard line, or 31-yard line of UDA. 1st and 10 Eagles. So on a 1st and 10 now, ball all the way down to the 31-yard line. It began on the 12-yard line of the Eagles. They have it now on the UD 31. Henrik wants to throw this time, and he's going to be tackled as he was dropping back to make the throw. He was slipped, and he's tackled in there by Brandel and Grafe and, or Bueller rather, I beg your pardon, Bueller. Yep, Bobby Bueller, 70. I think I may have misnamed him before. I think I called him Brandel, but Brandel is 71, Bueller 70. And Rob doing a good job there. Loss of 3 on the play. Back to the 34-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and about 13 or so. Wants to throw, looking, over the middle, complete, touchdown. 16-0. And the extra point try coming up. Eagles will go for 2. Hendrick's going to keep it this time. He's going to try to get 2, and he does. He walks in for 2, and it's now 18-0, and the Eagle kickoff coming up here in just a moment. 18-0 with 10:20 remaining here in the first half. Savage and Motter back deep to receive this kick. 51's got her teed up here, and here it comes. Nice kick, going to be taken right here by Jimmy Savage. Jim's at the 25, the 30. Jim going to try to cut around the right side over there. He's got some running room to the 35, 40, 45. Jimmy's still on his feet and goes all the way down to the 40-yard line. A fine return that time by Jim Savage. Picking him up and letting him down, and he's got some really good field position for his Trojans. 1st and 10 now at the 42-yard line of the Lion Mountain Eagles. But can the Eagles generate any bit of offense here? They've been struggling along the way. And they'll be playing out here near the pole. Okay, 1st and 10 now. Jim Buffington with his squad at the Eagle 42-yard line. Pass complete over there for Shell. Shell's got it, and he'll drag it behind the pole for a couple of yards, maybe 5 or so. We'll have to see. Looks like it's around the 35-yard line. Picked up 7. It'll be 2nd down and 3. All right. Maybe that made the Trojans mad, that last one. Now maybe we can get one back here. Let's see. These guys have been involved in some of those up and down ball games. The Tri-Valley game, we just went back and forth all night long. Eagles finally prevailing in that one. But here's a pass complete over here to Hunter for a 1st down at the 24-yard line of the Eagles. A nice pass, I guess. He caught it. Couldn't see because of the pole. But nevertheless, Stroud making the stop out there for Lion Mountain, but a nice catch. And the Trojans have it now at the 24-yard line of Lion Mountain. Fine pass by Jim Buffington and a good reception out there by Hunter. 1st and 10. So the Trojans showing they can move it out here anyway. Again, they'll go to that I formation in the backfield. And this time it's going to be Motter. Motter up the middle with it. Motter breaks it into the secondary down to the 15-yard line. Nice run that time by that Tony the Tiger Motter. Taking it down to the 15-yard line. Gain of just about 9 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 1. So the Trojans getting themselves a little bit of offensive spirit going here. Looking at his 2nd and 1 from the 15-yard line of the Eagles. 8:37 and the clock moving on down here, remaining in the first half. Buffington wants to throw it over the middle. He dumps it, but it's tipped down in there. I think 55 might have got a hand on it, or someone did. Knocked that one down, I think.
Knocked down there by number 22.
Or by number 22, Wenrick knocking it down. 3rd and 1 coming up here now for the UD. 3rd down and a yard from the 15-yard line for UD. Trojans want to get a 1st down here, or a touchdown, but let's get a 1st down first. Handoff is to Motter. Motter down to the 10-yard line. 1st down. He got around the 10 or maybe inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal for the Trojans now from just inside the 10-yard line. So the Trojans knocking on the door here for the first time tonight. Savage into the ball game for UDA. Number 3. 1st and goal from the 9. UD would like to get on the board here. Savage in motion over to this side. Handoff is to Motter. Motter cuts it up the middle and is going to be dragged down at the 5.
Motter on the carry.
The 2nd and goal from the 5, or maybe inside the 5. Yeah, just inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 4. Latshaw making the stop in there for Lion Mountain. 2nd down 4 coming up. Savage back out of the ball game. Samansky, number 9, in there to replace him. 2nd down. Goal from the 4. Here comes Stinscomb in for the touchdown from 4 yards out. Jason Stinscomb gets the Trojans on the board very quickly. Now that was good to see because UD had to come back after that last touchdown. That seemed so easy for Lion Mountain. It was good to see the fellas come back there and get on the board themselves. It's now a 18-6 ball game, and UD will be going for the extra point try here in just a moment. Score came with 7:20 remaining here in the first half. Show you the scoreboard here in just a moment. UD will go for 2 as Buffington lines up over center for the Trojans. Looking to cut that lead down. Here's Motter. Motter for 2. And so with 7:20 remaining here in the first half, we've got an 18-8 ball game now. Trojans trail by 10. And we'll be right back with the Upper Dauphin kickoff here in just a moment. Way to go, fellas. Way to go. Dauphin has her teed up now as we get set to go with the kickoff following UD's first touchdown of the ball game. And we'll see what kind of a kick Nick decides to get off here. Here it comes. It's a low kick, not very high. He's going to be taken back here at the 15-yard line to the 20, 25. This is Straub all the way over the 30-yard line and out to the 45-yard line before he draws a gang out there, including, again, the Bammer Bats, number 24, making the stop out there. Also, number 1, which I think is a Cucker in there. Keeney, also, they said on that stop. Ball at the 45-yard line. Great field position for the Eagles to go to work here now with 7 minutes, 13 seconds remaining in the first half. They have an 18-8 lead. Wenrich looking, dumps it over the middle, complete here to Straub. Straub with a quick hitter down to the 40-yard line, make it the 38-yard line. Nick Huffman making the stop in there for UD. It's Straub with a reception for a first down as they picked up about 5, 10, 15, 16 yards on the play. Szymanski making the stop for UD. First and 10, Line Mountain, 39-yard line of the Trojans. Straub in the slot this time. Hand off to 28, and he'll drop down to the 35-yard line. Henninger picking up 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Bauer making the stop in there for UD. 2nd and 5 from the UD 35. Henry lost the handle on that football, and let's see, it looks like the Eagles have it, or is it? No, the Trojans have recovered. So the Trojans, I think it might have been number 60, Terry Grave Jr. coming up with that football. And UD with a break now at the 35-yard line, can go to work again and can sneak a little bit closer here if we can do something with it. 6 minutes, 5 seconds remaining here in the first half. And the Trojans will go to work now as they have the ball on their own 35-yard line. 1st and 10. Motter lining up at the running back position again behind Stinscomb. Buffington will hand it to Stinscomb. Stinscomb trying to break out of there, but he's not going to do much with that one as he is ridden down, bumped into the line of scrimmage, which the hole closed up immediately. And Jason unable to do anything with that one. Picked up some grass and face mask that time for his efforts. He'll peel that off here, and it'll be a 2nd down 11, loss of a yard on the play. 3, Jimmy Savage back into the ball game again. He is running plays in and out along with Szymanski tonight. Second and 11. Buffington's going to screen one out over here this time, but it's incomplete. Intended for number 32, Motter. But it goes as an incompletion. Motter covered out there pretty good that time. Number 54, Latshaw, defending on that play. And he was out there with Tony the Tiger that time immediately, and so falls as an incompletion. Will bring up a 3rd down and 11. Ball at the 34-yard line of UD. Trojans need a big one here now on a 3rd and 11 play. 5:18 remaining. Clock stopped. Now let's see what we can do with this one. 2 wideouts on the far side of the field. Shell, the lone wideout on this side of the field. And here's Buffington looking, dumping one down the field over here, and this is going to be incomplete as he is bumping out here with Marquette. But the pass was just a lob out here, and Shell was supposed to be able to run under that, but Marquette battling him all the way. Prevented Dave from getting loose and getting out there for that one, so it'll bring up a 4th down now, and Nick Huffman will be called upon to punt this ball away. See if we can get a good snap off now.
To receive Huffman's kick is number 7, Adam Stroud.
Yep, excellent snap. Here's the kick. It's going to come down this way, and they're going to allow this one to roll. Get a UD roll, get down all the way to the 25-yard line, 26-yard line, where Terry Grafe will down it.
26-yard line.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles now on their own 26-yard line. See if the Trojans can hold them here. 5:04 left here in the first half. Todd Wenrick looking him over on a 1st and 10. Handoff over, here comes 28 again, and that's another big gain for this young fella. And boy, oh boy, he just keeps driving. Out across the 35 to the 36-yard line, Henninger.
He picks up the first down.
Good runner, number 28, Henninger. Driving it out there, you can see any number of Trojans with their arms around him or whatever, but he just keeps on going. Ball's at the 36-yard line of the Line Mountain now. 1st and 10. Throwing near side over here, number 3 has it, and a couple of Trojans will converge on him.
He takes 5, 6 yards. Hunter and Szymanski on the stop. It'll be 2nd and
Gain of
5.
5 on the play, 2nd and 5. The reception on the last one. 2nd down, and a long 4, not quite 5. QB still has it. He's going to swing around this side. And he is knocked out of bounds here at about the 47-yard line of Upper Dauphin. Stinscomb, Szymanski, and Hunter all converging on him out here to knock him out of bounds. It'll be spotted at the 46-yard line of Upper Dauphin. Another 1st down for the Eagles. 1st and 10, Line Mountain right on in front of us here at the 46-yard line of Upper Dauphin. 4 minutes, 2 seconds remaining in the first half of this ball game. Quarterback has it. He's looking. He's going to fire one down the side. He goes, oh man, wide open out here. Was number 1, Harold, but incomplete. But boy, Harold was open. Wenrick under some good pressure that time, fired that ball, but boy, was Harold ever open. Wow. Wide open, but he just couldn't get it to him. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 coming up for Line Mountain. Ball at the UD 46-yard line. Wenrick hands this one off, and again, 28, there he goes. What can you say? That Henninger has just busted all these guys. Yep. Oh, well, you got to stop. You got to tackle the boy, and no one can. He just scoots through there. Doesn't look like he's an awfully big fella, but boy, can he go. 24 to 8, and an extra point try coming up. You got to be able to stop Mr. Wenrick. They'll remember him. Excellent run again by Henninger. And again, they will go for 2.
Henninger under center for 2.
There's Wenrick. Wenrick will throw this one back. Well, it's incomplete. So that is a terrible play for the extra point try. But anyway, still the score is now 24-8, and UD will get the kickoff. 24-8, 3:48 remaining here in the first half. Savage and Motter back to receive the kick here for UD. 3:48 left in the half. Kick is a low bounding kick, going to be picked. Well, let's see who does have it. It's going to be Savage picking it up, but they say he was down back there. I guess somebody's knee had touched. I'm not sure what. But at any rate, ball will be put in play at about the 23-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 now for UDA. 1st and 10 now for UD. We'll stay back this time because we might be throwing. 3:45 left here. And hold everything. That'll make it a 1st and 5 now, as the Eagles a little over anxious that time. It looks like they jumped off sides. And it'll cost them 5. Illegal procedure against the Eagles. And we 1st and 5 now. And again, we will stay back, however. Look out, Jim. Look out, Jim. Coming in there, number 22. And that'll sack Buffington back at the 20-yard line. 14-yard loss. It'll be, actually, that's not true. It's a 9-yard loss. It'll be 2nd down and 14. 9-yard loss, 2nd down, 14. Yeah, 2nd down, 14 for UD. Ball back to the 20-yard line now, or maybe the 19 of UDA. Jim throwing. Jumping one over there. Hit Smith on the back of the head with that one. as
intended for Smith.
goes incompletion. It goes 3rd and 14. All right, on a 3rd and 14 now for UD. Hold everything. Got flag on this play. Let's pick up a 5-yard penalty for a false start. Now have moved the ball back to the 14-yard line, so the Trojans going in reverse here at the moment. 3rd down and now about 19. Not much you can say about this one so far, gang. 3rd and 19. Jim wants to throw. Looking. He gets away now. He's going to scramble with it, and he's going to be tackled back here at about the 13-yard line, something like that. Loss of a yard or so on that play will bring up 4th and a ton, and UD will punt. 4th down, Nick Huffman standing back around his own end zone. Nick gets a good snap. And a kick, low kick coming out this way. Going to be taken here by Straub. Straub with it at the 20. Straub at the 15. And let's see. No, knocked out of bounds at about the 20, maybe 22-yard line. Low kick, one of those that you can really run back. And Straub picked it up in stride and ran it back to the Eagle, or to the Trojan 22-yard line. So Eagles with a chance to put 6 more on before this quarter ends. 2:16 left here in the first half. Henninger lines up as the running back, and he has certainly been doing that tonight. Wenrick over the middle. He goes with it to Straub. Straub for 6. Touchdown. Well, the Eagles have done that all year long, have run up a lot of scores, and boy, they're going to be running this one up tonight too, as they just have it going their way here at Line Mountain. Score now is 30-8 with 2 minutes and 12 seconds remaining here in the first half. Trojans getting blistered, to say the least. All right, we're looking at a extra point try again. Wenrick over center, looking for 2. Wenrick, this time he's got it. Looking to throw, maybe. No, got to be smothered under down here as Mace chases him down. So the 2-point conversion again fails, but it's a 30-8 score, and UD will be getting the ball back here with 2:12 left here in the half. 30-8 with 2:12 left here in the half. 79 here is Bueller. 54 is Kinch on this special team here as we get set for the kickoff following the 4th touchdown by the Eagles tonight. And here comes that kick. Low, kind of a flopping kick. Bounces around over here, and the Trojans will not get a run back as they will fall on it at the 29-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10 now for the Trojans at their own 29-yard line. 2:04 left in the first half. Well, the Trojans looked as though they might have been coming back in this one, and they need to have a long row to hoe now. They drive it out over the 30 to the 37. Nice run that time on that play by UD. Stinscomb with the ball. Picked up 7. Will be 2nd down and 3. Nice run that time by that Jason Stinscomb. Again, Stinscomb with it, and again driving it out to the 44-yard line. He gets a 1st down plus about 4. And it'll be another 1st down for UD.
1st and 10 Trojans.
1.5 left here in the first half. Ball at the 43-yard line, they spot it. 1st and 10. In the backfield, they're going to be rushing as the Eagles that time sent the linebackers on the blitz, and they caught Motter in the backfield. Just about caught Jim Buffington as he was ready to hand it off to Tony the Tiger, and Tony not able to go anywhere with that one as they were in there quickly that time. 2nd down 17 coming up now for UD. The ball back at the 37-yard line of Upper Dauphin. 2nd and 17 for UDA. Buffington wants to throw it. Looking. Fires one over on the right side. Incomplete. in the area of Samansky, but not too close to Jeremiah that time. It'll be 3rd and 17. On a 3rd and 17 now for UD. 34 seconds left here in a half. A draw up the middle with it comes Motter. Motter dragging it ahead all the way out over the 45 to the 47-yard line. But the 28 seconds and 27 and so forth left here. He is shy of the first down, so it will not stop the clock while they move the chains, and now UD will call timeout and stop the clock with 21 seconds left here in the first half. Be right back. All right, we're looking at a 4th down play now. 4th and 6 with 21 seconds left here in the first half. Covington racing over this way, fires one down this way. It's going to be incomplete, intended out here for Samansky. Jim really pursued back there that time, and it's going to be 1st and 10 now for the Eagles, and they'll have 17 seconds. And the way the Eagles have run the offense tonight, that might be enough for the Eagles to get back on the scoreboard yet again. We'll see. Trojans have just got to regroup for that second half now, trailing 30-8, and we'll see what the Eagles do with this one now with 17 seconds left in the half. Henrik looks like he wants to throw. Fires one down the left side. It is going to be intercepted out there this time as Laudenschlager comes up with it, and that'll stop the clock and give the Trojans a ball back with 4 seconds remaining here in the first half. Good interception by Sean Laudenschlager. UD with the football. He'll get one play here to finish out this first half. A forgettable one for UD. And here we go on that one play. The reverse coming around this side is Samansky. And he will slip in the backfield and go down. That'll end the first half right there with the Trojans trailing 30-8. And we'll be back with the second half here in just a moment. 30-8 at halftime. Back with the second half in a click. Well, as you see, the teams are back to begin the second half of play here at Line Mountain. Trojans trailing by 22 points, 30-8. They will receive the second half opening kickoff, and so UD will have the privilege of going on offense for the first time in the second half here in just a moment. And we'll see if the halftime break has inspired the boys or what they might come up with here. And we'll be set with the second half kickoff here in just a moment. Jim Savage, number 3, back deep to receive the kick, along with number 32, or rather number 26, Matt Bauer. So we've got a couple of new people back there to receive this kick. Bauer on the far side and Savage on the near side of the field for UDA. And here we go. Here's the kick going over towards Jim Savage's way, and Jim will take it out here at the 17. He's out to the 20 and across the 25 to the 26-yard line. There was Matt Bauer, I beg your pardon. Matt Bauer that time with the run back. Good job, Matt. Bring it back to the 31-yard line. 1st and 10 UDA right there on the 31. 10 on the UDA 31-yard line. In the backfield remains a Stinscomb and Motter combination along with Jim Buffington. Jim will roll over this way. He's looking. He's going to have to run for his life now, and he's going to have to tuck it. And he'll be thrown out of bounds over here as number 22 coming up there to knock him out of there. Jim loses about 3 on the play to the 28-yard line. It'll be second down and about 7. Or second and 12, rather. Paul spotted at about the 27 and 3/4 yard line out there. So second down 12 now. First play from scrimmage does nothing for UD. So we're going to find out what we can do here on this second down play. Going to stay in tight here on them just for the heck of it. Jim wants to hand this one off. It's going to be Savage slipping in the backfield and getting caught back there as a footing getting a little more treacherous out there the way it looks. These guys are slipping and sliding a little bit. And it's going to make a loss all the way back to the 23-yard line, where it'll bring up a third down and about 22. Temperature has dropped a little bit, and a breeze, steady breeze going now across the field into our face, coming from the Trojan side, as it was in the beginning of the ball game, and footing getting a little bit more slippery back there the way it would appear. Here's Buffington firing one down this side. It is incomplete. Intended for a couple of guys out here, but flag on the play, as it looks as though Szymanski or Smith might have been the intended receiver that time, but pass interference is going to be called here on the Lyon Mountain Eagles, I do believe, and even with the pass interference play, it will not give the Trojans a first down unless it's from the side of the foul. I'm not sure, but they're going to march off 15. But the Trojans needed about 22, so they'll spot it from back here at the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring up a fourth down and still about first down. Automatic first down. 15 an automatic first down. Oh, well, that should help the Trojans a little bit here anyway. It'll spot the ball out here at the 33-yard line, where it'll be first and 10 now for UDA. First and 10 from the 33. Savage in the slot on the right side this time. Tight end in tight on this side. Here comes Motter and Tony over the 35 to the 37-yard line. Gain of nearly 4 on the play. It'll be second down and 6. Second and 6 now for UD at the 37-yard line of Upper Dauphin. This is Stinscomb, and he might get a yard out of this. Jason gets about 1 for his effort out to the 38-yard line. Third down and 5. Third and 5. This is going to be Motter picking his way over the middle, and Tony's got some life as he's going to spin into the secondary. Tripped up out there, finally at the 47-yard line of the Eagles. Harold making the stop in there, and Kratzer also helping out on the stop for the Eagles. But it'll be first and 10 now for the Trojans at the Eagle 47.5-yard line. So let's see what happens now. Cool breeze blowing, you're right. And hold everything, flag on the play. Start on UDA makes it a first and 15 now for the Trojans. Ball will be marched back to the Trojan 47.5-yard line. Playing almost in front of us. Pitches for Tony the Tiger. Tony turns it upfield. Tony's got some running room across the 45 to the 43-yard line. Nice gain on the play. He picked up about 10 on the play, or 9 on the play. It'll be second down and 6. Playing in the third period. 8 minutes and a half remaining here in the third period. UD on a second down and 6. Buffington throwing. Looping one out there. It's complete to Savage, and Jimmy Savage will dive ahead for the first down. He did not get out of bounds, but he did get the first down out of that, I think, the way it looks from here. And it is a first down for UD. Good catch there by Jimbo. And UD continuing the march now has the ball down to the 33-yard line, or 38-yard line of the Lyon Mountain Eagles. And they will be playing behind the pole here. So it'll be like radio. We'll try to describe what's happening. You won't be able to see it. Jim wants to pass, looking down the left side, fires one over this way. It is incomplete. Intended out here for Szymanski, but out of his reach, and it'll bring up a second and 10. Okay, UD looking at a second down and 10 from the 37-yard line. Here's a handoff, and coming over this way is Motter. Motter jumping ahead here down to the 29-yard line. Good gain on the play. And it'll bring up a third down and about 2. Nice run that time by Tony the Tiger. 3rd and 2. 3rd down and 2. Now coming up here for Upper Dauphin as Jim Buffington will look him over. Set up that Tony the Tiger in the running back position. Tony's got the football. Tony cuts it over this way, but he's dragged down on a good tackle out here by Zach Latshaw. Reached up and grabbed Tony the Tiger by the jersey and just pulled him backwards a little bit. Now bring up a 4th down and a long 2. It was just inside the Line Mountain 30-yard line. 4th down and 2. Big play here for UD. The Line Mountain doesn't hesitate to blitz. I mean, they're coming at times. Whoa, hold the phone. I think that might give them a first down there, though, as they just got a little over-anxious that time. And probably will go against Line Mountain, you would think. We'll see. They're going to discuss this one. Okay, they've all reached an agreement. It is dead ball foul, false start against UD. Wow. Took a little bit of discussion on that one. I'm not sure about that, but anyway. They move it back 5, make it 4th down and 7. 4th and 7. Now UD gets himself into a bind here as they're going to have to pick up 7 instead of 2 on this 4th down play. And can they do it and hold everything? Now we've got another penalty, and they might get these 5 back. We'll see. Trojans got a delay of game penalty tacked on them now, so things are a little unglued here, I think. Here's Huffman. Good snap. Here's Nick's kick. Nice kick. Going to come down this way, and let's see. It'll kind of roll down to the 7-yard line where it'll be touched in there by Jim Savage, or rather by Bam Bam Bats. Okay, the Bammer picks that one off and touches it down there at about the 7. It'll be 1st and 10 for Line Mountain with 6:02 remaining here in the 3rd period. Period number says 2, but I'm sure it's 3. Todd Wingard looking him over on his 7-yard line. Up the middle with it goes Wingard. He'll bust it out to about the 12. Picking up about 5 or 6. A gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. On a 2nd and 4 from the 13-yard line now goes Line Mountain. And up the middle with it, 28. That's that Henninger. And he's going to be stopped as he got to the 15-yard line. Be short of the first down by about 1 yard. Bring up a 3rd and 1. 3rd down and a short 1 for the Line Mountain Eagles. And Wenrick has got 1 and then some as he'll dive out here across the 30 or to the 30-yard line to stack him up at the 28-yard line. Gain on the play out to the 28, 1st and 10 Line Mountain. 1st and 10 Line Mountain on their own 28. This drive started back at the 7-yard line. Here comes that number 28, and he is going to draw a crowd out here at about the 30-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play, 2nd down and 7. Okay, on a 2nd and 7 play now. 3 minutes, 50 seconds remaining here in the 3rd period. Clock is moving on down here. Wingert gonna throw it. Over the middle he goes with it. It is incomplete. And hold everything. Penalty flag is thrown down here. We have something amiss before that play ever got going. So we'll see what the call is. It is going to be a dead ball foul. Illegal procedure against the Eagles. So that'll take them back 5. 12 ball now at the 26-yard line of the Eagles. Henrik wants to throw it over the middle. It is incomplete. Intended out here for number 86, Marquette. But he could not hang on to that one. And this brings up a 3rd and 12 now. Down 12 coming up here now for the Eagles. Quarterback still has it. Winger around the side, he goes with it to the 35, the 40, and bounced out of bounds at about the 42 or 3 yard line. Another first down run by that Todd Wenrick, running around the left side over there and keeping the football, and Lundschlager coming up to make the stop on him and knock him out of there, but ball's out at the 43 yard line, and so it'll be 1st and 10 from the 43 yard line of Line Mountain. Let's see what happens here on a 1st and 10. Now we'll stay back just a little bit. Throwing down the middle, complete, touchdown to number 7. That's easy. Somehow or another, that kid slips loose and gets him 6. All right, 36-8. Back with the extra point try in just a moment. The Eagles do have a kicking game for the extra point. They're going to try to see if they can do one. Wenrick with the hold. Placement's down. Kick is up. Kick is good from here. It's good. 37-8. And the Eagle kickoff coming up in just a moment. 37-8 with 3 remaining here in the 3rd. Savage and Bauer back deep to receive this kick from the Line Mountain Eagle kicker. And here it comes. And there it goes. Back right over here for Matt Bauer. Matt's got it at the 18 to the 25, up to the 30, and Matt still on his feet out at the 35 and smacked down at the 39-yard line. Good run back there by Matt Bauer. Taking it to the 39-yard line of UDA, where they will put it in play there. UDA will have it 1st and 10 on their own 39. 1st and 10 from the 39 now for Upper Dauphin. Eagles look like they're coming this time. And here they come, but he's picked up nicely here by UD. Jim Buffington's pass over the far side is going to be almost intercepted. Number 3 with a shot at it, intended out there for Smith. But
Broken up there by number 3,
Josh Krotzer had that ball in the chest and couldn't hang on to it. 2nd and 10. Okay, on a 2nd down 10. From the UD 39. Fake. Screen. Complete over there for a no gain on the play. It's completed to Jimmy Savage, but Jim caught it, but not much on that one. Matter of fact, lost a yard back to the 38-yard line. Bring up 3rd down and 11. 3rd down and 11 now for UD. Buffington gonna get scrambled under down there as the Eagles were coming, and they throw him down back at the 31 or 2-yard line. They'll bring up a 4th down play now, and it'll be a punting situation for UD, as that'll get Nick Huffman, number 6 there, into the ball game for Upper Dauphin. 4th down 19 now, and UD will punt it out of there. Schreffler and Marquette back to receive this punt from Nick Huffman. He gets a good snap. Punt is away, and it's going to be fielded here by Marquette at the 33-yard line to the 35, the 40, 45, down the right side, or left side he goes, bumped out of there by the kicker, and he'll be knocked out of bounds in UDA territory at the 46-yard line of Upper Dauphin, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles now on the Trojan 46-yard line.
It'll be 1st and 10 Eagles.
1st and 10 Eagles. A little bit different set in the backfield this time for the Eagles. Quarterback's going to keep this one. Up the middle he goes with it. This is Wingert over the left side. He could be off to the races. He's got Tony Motter back there to battle with him, and Tony will throw him down at about the 2 or 3 yard line. And Tony may be shaken up on the play. He and Wenrick battling it all the way down there, and finally knocked out of bounds or tackled around the 3 yard line. So it'll be 1st and goal for the Eagles from the 3 yard line.
It'll be 1st and goal, Eagles from the 3.
Okay, Wenrick will set him up. He's got that 28 in the backfield. Oh, they have an I formation now. And it's going to be 28 diving down to the 1 yard line. Henninger to the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Eagles looking to put their 43rd point on the board. Henninger, no, quarterback keep it this time. Wenry keeps it and sneaks it in for a touchdown. And it's now 43 to 8. And the extra point try will be coming up here in just a moment. Again, they will try this kick now. Out of the hold of Wenrick. Smeltz is going to be the kicker. Good snap. Kick is down. Kick is no good. Hit the upright and come right back down. So the only bad thing that has happened to the Eagles tonight so far. 10 seconds remaining in the third. It's 43 to 8 now, and Trojans will again be receiving this Line Mountain kick. 10 clicks left in the third. 43 to 8. Smeltz has her teed up here now to kick off once again. His leg's got to be getting tired tonight. Now here he comes again. Kick over on the left side. This time it's going to be picked up over there by number 38, and he is going to be smacked out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Trojans now. They'll start again at their 30-yard line. Was that Greg Minnick running that one back to the 30, and that ended the period as the quarter comes to an end on that kick. So we've got a 43 to 8 score at the end of 3, and UD will have the ball 1st and 10 when we come back. 4th and final period ready to go. Now as the Trojans put it in play, here's Buffington throwing one over here in and out of the hands of number 31 Smith. Josh couldn't hang on to that one, so we'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. Okay, the Trojans now 2nd and 10 from their own 30-yard line. Playing in the 4th period now, just begun. Trojans need a ton and a half here to get back into this one. Pass complete this time for Hunter, and Hunter will bang up here and get bumped out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and a long 3, maybe 4. 36-yard line, 3rd down 4 coming up here for UD. The boys just have not had much luck here against this Tri-Valley Ball Club tonight. Handoff up the middle with it goes Stinscomb on a 3rd and 3, gets about a yard, maybe a yard and a half. No more than that. 4th down coming up and 3. Which was a big one tonight, starting to head for the exits already here in this 4th period. The game no longer in doubt. But it was a pretty good crowd. Pass over there, it's going to be behind the pole, and somebody has it, but somebody has him also. Marquette coming up with a stop for the Eagles, and so it'll give the Eagles a football now. 1st and 10. They'll be on the Upper Dauphin 37-yard line. They're playing behind the pole, but nevertheless, they'll be out from behind the pole here and quickly, I would guess. 1st and 10 Eagles. Might as well stay back here because of the pole. 1st and 10. Well, that'll drag it out from behind the pole as he gets it down to the 28-yard line. That's at Henninger, number 28. He'll pick up about 9 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 1. Matt Bauer making the stop out there for UD. 2nd down 1 coming up. We're going to look him over here from the 27-yard line. 28-yard line, make it. This is going to be no gain on this one as he's wrapped up there by Dundee Wrestler along with Savage. Loss of a yard on the play. It'll be 3rd down and just about 3.
It'll be 3rd and long.
He's just inside the 30-yard line of Upper Dauphin now on his 3rd and just about 3. Quarterback's going to take his time now. There's no hurry here. His time winding down here in the 4th period. This is going to be the quarterback with it yet, and he is going to be dragged down as Matt Bauer grabbed a hold of him. Helped down in there, finally finished off by Bueller, but Matt Bauer with another nice defensive play for UDA, number 26 out there, Matt Bauer. 4th and 6, loss of about 4 in the play. 4th down, 6 coming up for the Eagles. Henrik checks out of the ball game. A fine ball game he's had for sure. Straub in there at quarterback. He's got it. He's going to try to pick his way ahead for the first down. Can't make it. Not quite. Looks like he's about a yard short. So the Trojans will take over now on their own 27-yard line, maybe 28. It'll be 1st and 10 UD. Bulls had called timeout to put some new faces into the ball game. Now it's 6 minutes and 44 seconds remaining here in the 4th period in the ball game. Buffington gonna throw, looking, dumps one over the middle. It is incomplete. Intended out there for number 10, Dave Shell, but covered out there pretty nicely by a couple of Eagles. Laskowski coming in there to knock that one down. 2nd down, 10 coming up now for UD. Trojans just running this one out, basically. Not too much enthusiasm on the ball club when you're trailing 43-8, you can imagine. Here's a handoff for Tony, the Tiger Motter. Tony around the left side over there, deking a couple of runners, or would-be tacklers out of the way, and gets it out over the 40 to the 42-yard line. That'll be a 1st down as he picks up nearly 15 on the play. Good run there by Tony, the Tiger. Getting up a little slowly. And ball will be put in play at the 42-yard line of Upper Dauphin, 1st and 10. Justin Challenger, number 68 in there for UD. Pitches over here for Motter. Motter behind the pole. He's coming out from behind the pole, however, and Tony going to be knocked down here at the 42-yard line. Whole host of Eagles coming up there to knock him out of there, but Tony with another good run for another 1st down for UD.
Marks and Brandon Smith.
71 over there goes that.
71.
Yep. Jason Brandel checking out of the ball game for UD. Trojans would like to get on the board at least another time if we could. 4 minutes, 45 seconds left in this one. Here is Stinscomb driving it to the 34-yard line.
Stinscomb over the left side.
Nice run that time by Jason behind the blocking there of the tight end Dave Shell. Leading the way, along with Kinch in there, 54. Some new guys in here now. Recognize some of these junior varsity ball players. Picked up 7, 2nd down, 3. Ball spotted at about the 35-yard line, actually, of Lion Mountain. Pitch back over here for Tony Motter, and Tony is going to get tripped up in the backfield now, as there will be a loss on the play of about 7 or so. Bring up a 3rd down and 13. 3rd down, 13 coming up for UDA. Clock down to 3 minutes, 33 seconds. Ball is fumbled in the backfield, picked up, lost a couple of times, and now it'll be covered over there by the Eagles. 57 coming up with it, or 67 is it? 57. And Sportslander covers it for Lion Mountain, and that'll give the Eagles the ball 1st and 10 on their own 47-yard line. From the 47-yard line, 1st and 10 now for Lion Mountain. Straub in there, still a quarterback, I think, or is that number 1 now? I'm not sure. Long count. And they may have picked up a delay. Yeah, delay of the game called. It is number 1 in there now at quarterback for the Lion Mountain Eagles. It'll be a 1st and 15. They move the ball back to the 42-yard line. And timeout momentarily called here by the official with 2:23 left in the ball game. Now they'll start the clock on again. On a 1st and 15, 11 will bump ahead there for a couple of yards. Bam Bam Bats in there, number 24 on the stop that time, along with Keeney and let's see, I forget who the other young fellow was, but Couple of guys in there on that stop. Gain of 2 on the play, second down 13. Minute 40 left here in the ball game. Oh, the Trojans will suffer their second defeat of the season, go 4-2. The Line Mountain Eagles will up their record of 5-1. This was a powerful ball club, we knew that, and they've certainly shown that tonight. A lot of points on the board again. This is Martz dragging it to the 49-yard line of Line Mountain. The gain on the play of about 5, be third down and 7. Minute 15 remaining. Time for a couple of more plays. Again, the Bama Bats in there on the stop for UDA, number 24, and Bob Keeney, two good junior varsity ball players for Upper Dauphin, and I assume they're going to have a JV game this coming Monday. We'll see. Handoff is to number 11, and he will go nowhere as he is stacked up almost immediately in there. This time it's number 57 for UD in there, along with Kinch. 7 for UD is that Joel Miller. 95 is the other Hunter, Drew Hunter. I believe that would be. And here we go now. 12 seconds. Last play of the ball game. They'll go down on a knee to stop this one. That's going to do it. So the Line Mountain Eagles really took care of the Trojans tonight without a doubt by a final score of 43-8. A big win for the Line Mountain Eagles. A big loss for the Upper Dauphin Trojans, who really were never very much into this ball game at all tonight. I mean, there were moments, but they were few and far between, and the Eagles with that powerful offense just getting that thing uncorked tonight as Wendrick would go to that little number 28 is running back out there in the middle of your screen right now, or number 7 Straub. 28 is Henninger, I think, and with some other good plays involved in the ball game. They just really took the Trojans apart tonight here and deserved a big win here at Line Mountain. So we'll catch you at the next UDA varsity ball game when the Trojans will regroup, and I think we move on to Newport perhaps. We'll see you then. Good night from Line Mountain. It has not been a good night, but hey, you got to play them one at a time, and UD needs to regroup now and get set for the next ball game. Catch you later. Dale Calnon once again saying good night from Line Mountain Eagle Stadium tonight.